Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. At the end of the day, you guys, a lot of people just expose themselves. It ain't me that's exposing them, it's themselves. Because I thought we all supposed to be boxing fans. It's okay to, favor another boxer over another. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the business end and other things, this is, you have to keep it, you got to keep it a buck. You got to keep it 100. But since other content creators have failed to put this out, because it's funny, anything that they seem to be negative when it comes to somebody that they don't like or a boxer that they may favor over another boxer, they can't wait to push the record button and start speaking on this. Well, one thing about me, I call it right down the middle, and I'm going to continue to call it right down the middle. But this is good news. In case you guys don't know, Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter has sold out. The fight is gonna pretty much be a sellout, you know. So they sold all of the tickets. So a lot of questions have been answered about Terence Crawford's drawing power, about his popularity, you know. Now keep in mind, y'all was hollering about, some of y'all was agreeing with Errol Spence when they said Shawn Porter couldn't sell out a family dinner. Well, Shawn Porter, along with Terence Crawford, sold out, the Michelob Ultra Arena. You know, no comp tickets neither. You know, not selling 12,000 tickets and then comping tickets, and giving them to people to help, fill up the arena and all that kind of stuff. No, this fight sold out, and I'm happy for both these dudes, and it's a good look because, like I said, a lot of people wanted to make it look like nobody cares about Terence Crawford. He doesn't have any drawing power outside of Lincoln, or Omaha, which is a damn lie, you know. So once again, I'll speak on this later on. I'll speak on this subject after the fight, depending on who wins the fight. But yes, Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter sold out. A fight that you had people praying and making videos saying this fight was gonna flop. Nobody cared about this fight. People was worried about Thanksgiving, even though Thanksgiving is a week after the fight. Like, people didn't buy their Thanksgiving stuff like a month ahead of time. But it just shows the true colors to people who just want Terence Crawford to fail. And I know people sitting up there, backtracking and issuing apologies and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, a lot of these content creators, they just showing who they really are. I think this is a good thing. This is two black fighters. This is what boxing needs. This is old school. This just goes to show you that you can have a successful fight between two black fighters. It doesn't always have to be a black and Mexican fight. No disrespect to the Mexicans. I'm just keeping it a buck. But this just goes to show you how bad people want to see this fight. It was a lot of anticipation. Well, I ain't gonna say, I could say it was somewhat anticipation behind Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. But people care more about this fight. I'm going to tell you right now, had this fight got put at a bigger venue, the MGM Grand, which holds 16,000, I think they would have sold all 16,000 tickets. And like I said, it's unfortunate that these content creators are showing who they really are by not, making videos showing that this fight sold out and talking about how this fight sold out. So it just says a lot about them. And I ain't talked about no particular person. I'm not sneak dissing nobody, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of these dudes. I'm happy for Bud. I'm happy for Shawn Porter, because at the end of the day, Shawn Porter is a PBC fighter. Terence Crawford may not be a PBC fighter, but rumor has it this may be his last fight with Top Rank, and he may be headed over there. Once again, it's not my job to tell somebody what promotional company to go to, because I hear people talking about slavery and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But I'm not even finna go there because at the end of the day, people can say whatever they want to say on their channel, but you won't hear that kind of talk from me because, like I said, at the end of the day, I know the truth. I've always known the truth. And even when I tried to tell the truth, I took a lot of heat from people, you know, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. I had a lot of people kind of turn on me and they have little attitudes towards me because I wouldn't follow the script that they basically wrote where they wanted me to be a PBC extremist. But this says a lot about Bud's drawing power. I went to the Jeff Horn fight. There were at least 10 to 11,000 people at that fight. So, like I said, you just had a lot of people that just wanted to put out a false narrative about Terence Crawford. They wanted the character assassination. They wanted to put him down in order to big up another fighter. And you know who that fighter is, which I'm going to talk about that later on. So, yeah, I'm just happy to say that the fight sold out. This is good news. And as black people, we should be celebrating this. We should be celebrating that 2 black fighters sold out a boxing event. No disrespect to the Hispanics, but this needed to be said. Not that I owe you an explanation, but I'm just, this needed to be said. So thank you for listening. And once again, Bud versus Shawn Porter is a sellout. And I mean sellout in a good way. And like I said, a lot of you content creators that was speaking bad on Bud and all this shit and wishing that this fight would flop and that only 10,000 people show up so you can sit up there and try to demean Bud to try to, big up Errol Spence. Like I said, y'all need to be men and women and talk about how this fight sold out. You should be happy for Bud that he sold out a fight in Las Vegas. That's real talk. But as I said before, I'm not exposing you. You exposing yourselves. This is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.